I hope you guys have your tea. This is my mug, one of my favorite ones. I've been obsessed with Stitch since he came out. But let's take a sip. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Janie and this is Janie's Diary. If you're not new here, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a self-care video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, let's get into it. So I just want to tell you guys what I do for self-care because I am a busy woman and I be needing my self-care to keep me going, because if I didn't, who knows where I would be. So I have a list of things I do for self-care. I have it in this phone. Still haven't got the screen fixed, but we're working with it. So if you have any self-care practices, be sure to comment that down below. And if you feel like this video could be informative for anyone, be sure to share this video with somebody. But yeah, I want you guys to engage with me in the comments. I just need to know some more self-care routines and stuff as well. So if you like this makeup look, I recorded it before this video, so go check that out. And yeah, so the first thing I do for self-care is journaling and scripting. I don't know why I just did that for that, but so I used to journal a lot, but I wasn't very consistent. Like my last journal entry in my old journal was in 2020, and y'all, from 2019 to 2021, my life was very traumatizing, to say the least. So like I did not journal anymore. I felt like me journaling was like me reliving everything that was going on. But as I picked up a new journal, and this is my journal right here, and this is what it says. So cute, and it's so whimsical. It says embrace all that is you, and I feel like that's just a testimony for myself. Like that's just a good thing to see every day. So I feel like now journaling, I'm able to get things off of my chest that overthink. Like if I cannot talk to my friends or whoever, like me journaling, I do it. I write everything down in here. And I have not been that consistent. Like I be here or there. Like I want to start journaling every day, but it's just not feasible. Like it doesn't click in my head to journal every day. So I'm gonna start out small by journaling at least once a week to build myself up. But I do feel like journaling is very therapeutic. It helps you out. And I may be able to read one of these pages because my other pages was depressing. In my other book, in my other journal, it was very depressing. Like I slept with a burden because it was just too much going on. I could not cope. But yeah, I'm not gonna read the excerpt. But yeah, so I just feel like if you overthink and you feel like you cannot tell people things, journal. It's just you versus you. It's you putting everything that's in here into a page. Just like getting it off your chest. It's a form of releasing. And it just takes the burdens off of you. You feel lighter after you're done journaling. Sometimes you may get a little emotional because when you're journaling, like you may relive those things, or you may reflect on things. And I just like to reflect on things because it helps me to evolve as a person. My next thing is cleaning. And yes, sometimes I do have a cleaner to come and clean my apartment and my car. But when they can't come or when they can't do it, I like to clean up myself. I usually like the candle last. So I'll play some music or a podcast or just anything, and I'll get done and I'll just start cleaning. I start in one room and I just migrate to the other rooms. I feel like when my room or my apartment is clean, it makes my brain less cluttered. Because if I'm sitting somewhere and everything is just everywhere, it kind of makes me nervous. It kind of stops my productivity because I feel like I can't do anything because that's my TV. I can't do anything because everything is just a mess. I feel like when my apartment's a mess, I'm a mess, if that makes sense. So me cleaning up to get rid of just dirt. And I also feel like that's just rebalancing the energy of my home, my dwelling. Instead of everything just being blocked and cluttered, it just releases things to welcome in new positive energy. Another thing I do for self-care is sometimes I don't post on social media. Like I would take a little cleanse Like most of my friends, like they'll delete social media from their phones to not be distracted by it. However, I feel like I can't do that because I'm trying to build my platform on social media. So I may not post a day, or like I may not just be on social media, period. I just can't sit there and delete the app. I guess I could do it for a day or 12 hours. I could do that, but I'll just go ghost on social media. And I feel like that helps to reset my brain. Like, okay, this isn't reality. This is just the internet, versus me living is in my reality. That's where you can see the truth. That's where everything is like for real, and not just what people want you to see. You can't fake reality in real life at times, but you can fake it on social media because you're only recording and broadcasting what you want other people to see. So just taking a little break from social media and the internet to detox, I feel like that's really good for me as well. The next thing I do for self-care is exercising. And guys, exercising, it helped me to become more strong mentally, physically, spiritually, in every aspect, honestly. Because when I first started working out, I was not in a good headspace. I just had some things I need to get rid of. People, things, mindsets, beliefs, and etc. Like, I started off just working out, and like, I wasn't really planning on being consistent, but I started going one day, and then like I just kept on going the next day, the next day, the next day. And I went from being like 202 pounds. I know y'all can't tell. Well, back then you could, because I still was recording videos. But I went from being 202 pounds to now I'm like 162. I don't plan on just keep on losing weight. However, I do want to tone up my body. So I'm about to start getting into more like core workouts. I'm about to start increasing my protein and, increasing my fiber intake as well. My favorite form of working out is cardio. Like, one of the things that help me stay consistent with working out is cardio. Like, sometimes I will go on a walk. Sometimes a walk will be an hour, sometimes 2 hours. At least when I would go walking, I would at least make sure I walked 2 miles. The farthest I walked was almost 7 miles. Like, yeah. So I try to get at least 10,000 steps in a day. Sometimes it's not feasible if I can't do that. Like, I would get my resistant band and do some clamshells. I'll do some planks and stuff like that. But like, when I'm able to go to the gym, I don't know what it's called. I guess it's like the shoulder press, where you're on the machine like this and you like bring it down. Like, I like that one to work out my back and tone it up, because I'm not trying to be in the summertime with a big back. Like, just for me personally. So me working out, it helps me out. And then just lifting weights, I feel like that's very therapeutic as well, because sometimes I would go to work and my whole mood would just be shifted because of XYZ, and like I'll be upset. But when I go to the gym and I start lifting weights, it helped me to transmute that negative energy, to release it in a positive way. Like, I'm letting go of the BS of the day, and I'm working on improving my muscles, my gains, my strength. And unfortunately, I'm not that consistent with lifting weights, but I want to be. So, and I also do like more workouts and etc. So that's just another thing as well that I do. The next thing I like to do is to cook. I'm not really a person that eats out a lot. I really don't eat out a lot at all. Like, maybe once a month, twice a month on a good month, I guess. But I really prefer to cook. Like, I remember when I had went vegan for like 6 months. A little bit more than 6 months, but I don't remember the dates for real. And honestly, the only reason why I went vegan, not because I love animals, I want to protect them, definitely was not the case, I'm gonna be honest. But I became vegan because I just did not like to touch raw meat. Like, it was just disgusting to me. It was very off-putting. So I went to start making my own food, because where I live is not necessarily a food desert, it's food desert adjacent. Like, they don't have a lot of vegan options besides, the frozen stuff at Walmart and etc. And it's only so much you can do with like a plant-based patty per se. And so I would start making my own stuff. From there, I was like, okay, I could cook. And also, when I was at school, I used to sell plates as well, because one thing about me, I never played about getting a bag. I'm always make sure that I'm financially set. And then just like stuff from that, I would just always cook. Like, I've made wine braised short ribs. I've made like sliders, spinach dip, and like the little baby shower meatballs. I don't know what it is about the summertime, but I be wanting like, in the summertime, like I be making gumbo. Maybe that's like a summer food, but like to me, I feel like it's kind of hot. I don't know, kind of weird. But like last week, I made some dressing, I made greens, I made macaroni, I made some baked chicken. I don't know what it is about summertime, but I don't know. I always want the Thanksgiving food when it's hot. So I don't know what that's about. But yeah, I also do that. But even when it comes to baking, like I'll bake a cake or whatever. I kind of stopped baking. I don't want to get into why I stopped baking. Like, it's kind of, it'll make me emotional. So we just gonna bypass that. But yeah, like I like to cook. Like, I'll cook before I go out to eat. Like, it has to be, maybe I don't have anything in my fridge. I'm like, okay, well, let me go to here. And plus, I'm a picky eater. I don't eat a lot of fast food. I don't eat Burger King. I don't eat McDonald's. I don't eat Wendy's. Like, I don't eat a lot of things. And I don't even like burgers. And so, right now, where I stay, if I do go out to eat fast food, it's Moe's. And most people don't consider that fast food. So y'all let me know in the comments, do y'all consider Moe's fast food, or like, I guess like a regular meal? Because when I tell my friends, I'm like, oh, the only fast food I really eat is Moe's. They're like, that's not really fast food. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'm the only healthy one then. I don't know. Another thing, and this is a small thing, another thing I do for self-care is I've learned to say no. I've learned to put my foot down, because in the past, like, I'm not gonna lie, I was a people pleaser. Like, anything to make someone else happy, I would do. Even if it would make me sad or just put me behind my little schedule or etc., I would just say yes, yes, yes. But, you know, you get sick and tired of being sick and tired. And it's just like, what you would do for people, they would not do for you. Like, you would go out your way to help somebody, and they wouldn't even do the same for you. They wouldn't even go a centimeter to help you out. So I just learned to just be more self-centered or selfish, even though I'm not selfish. I don't think I am. I put myself first, because it was so many times, like, I always put other people first, but now I'm more focused on putting myself first. Saying no, it may be hard now, but it's gonna feel so much easier once you get used to it. And it's like, every time you say no, it's like you're defending, you're standing up for yourself. You're not putting your boundaries by the wayside. You're not neglecting yourself to help somebody else. Saying no is a superpower. So once you learn how to say no and not to appease people, like, you will just live a better life, honestly. And then also be mindful, once you start telling people no or revoke your access to them, that's when people really show their colors. And during that time, I definitely lost a few people. So just be mindful of that. I'm just gonna let you guys know now, because some people, they don't expect, once they start putting their healthy boundaries in place, that they're gonna lose people. And honestly, if you lose those people, they weren't meant for you anyways, because they're not respecting you. They see you as a doormat to walk over. So just, learn how to say no. And then my next thing for self-care, which kind of ties into the last thing, I stand up for myself. Like, I used to be mute like a little church mouth, contrary to popular belief. But like, sometimes I would just hold my tongue and bite my tongue. But now it's like, you get tired of being sick and tired. So it's like, I got to get what's off my chest. If I don't get it off my chest, I'm going to think about it for the next 5 months. So I'd rather say it now than to just be beating myself up later on today. And plus, you speaking just being more vocal, it helps you not to be walked all over. Because if you don't say anything, people are like, okay, well, I can play with her. I can play on her talk, because she ain't going to do nothing. She's not going to say nothing. So just me being more vocal, people are like, okay, wow, okay, we're not going to mess with her. She a little feisty. Like, don't let the smile fool you. She a little feisty. And it's like, yeah, Yeah, you're not about to play with me. You're not about to play on my top. Be for real. So, yeah. Another thing I do for myself for self-care is I'll take myself out. And just because you take yourself out, it doesn't have to be so extravagant. Like some of the things I do, like I'll give myself a budget, say like $20. And I'll go to Dollar Tree, I'll get some canvases, I'll get some paint, some paintbrushes, and I'll have a bottle of wine, I'll do my own solo sip and paint. Or like I will go somewhere, like I'll go to a rug making class, I'll go to like a pottery class, or I would just take myself out on a date. Like solo dates are everything. Like I love to take myself out because it's just like, you have to date yourself before you start dating other people, because if you don't know yourself, how are you going to expect someone else to know you? So like one of my favorite things to do is to take myself on a seafood date, or just like to a nice restaurant, like somewhere where I could dress up, because in my day-to-day life, like I don't get to dress up as like a little princess, like, you know. So I just like taking myself out. Also, this should have been number one, but the main thing I do for self-care is listen to music. I love music. That's my washer, dishwasher. It's finally fixed after 3 months. I love listening to music. Like I've always just been someone that's just so attached to music, even from like my most vivid memories of like when I was a kid, like not even a second grade, like younger than that. Like I had my little MP3 player in my headphones listening to I Wish That I Can Have This Moment for Life. Or just, I should not have been listening to that song, but you know that song Year of the Lovers by Plies, I think Jeremiah. This is the year of the lovers. Let's go make a baby. Let's do something crazy. I don't know why I was listening to that, girl. If my daddy would have listened to that on my little MP3 player, belt to ass. But honestly, was I putting, I don't think I knew how to put music on my MP3 player. I think my older sister put the music on my MP3 player, or because she was a LimeWire head. If you know about LimeWire, put a comment down below. But she'll make CDs and like burn them for people and do all that good stuff. And so maybe I just went on her account and put all the music she put on the CDs or her iPod to my MP3 player. I don't know. But I will always just listen to music. Like I love pop, R&B, hip hop, neo soul. Like those are my favorite genres of the whole world. But like I remember being younger listening to Katy Perry. Like Last Friday Night, I Kissed a Girl, California King Bed, or you know, listening to Keisha Cole. He's scared he ain't gonna love you right, and he ain't gonna. And just listen to like all the greats. Just music has always just consumed my life. Like it helps me. Music really heals me. Like if I'm going through a hard time, I'm listening to my music. I got to listen to it. Like I remember, what's that song? I want my baby to have your eyes. I'm going against my own advice. Finesse by Drake. Like that song it helped me out. Or just listen to music. It just always made me feel better about certain situations, or just motivated me. Like music is really like healing. Music is healing, actually. Like the frequencies are always there, and y'all know I love SZA, so always gotta put her in the remix, gotta put her in the mix, and yeah, SZA gets played here every day. Another thing, and we're gonna close the video here because it's getting a little too long. I'm a yapper, and I'm not sure if y'all like long form videos like this, like over 20 minutes. But like the last thing I do is like spiritual protection and just cleansing my energy. Like I will mop and clean my door handles with Florida water. I will light incense. I'll light candles, and I also pray a lot. Like I pray to God to always cover me in his blood, to protect me, guide me, eliminate things that aren't for me, and just to heal my lineage, heal my ancestors, heal my parents. I always ask for healing and just grace. And just if I ever get on the wrong path, redirect me. I feel like having a relationship with God and just putting him ahead, like it just makes life, life in general just easier. And so I always pray. Like praying is everything, because prayer works. And I'm gonna get emotional. I gotta end this real quick. But I just know my grandma, I know she just prayed over me. I just know that she always put her family in her mind. Like the prayers, even if you didn't see her pray, I would just know she's always praying for us. I just feel like grandma's prayers really work. Like you may be going through a rough patch in your life, but that's only to build your testimony. Because honestly, it's just, I don't know where I would be without my grandma's prayers. Like I don't want to get emotional, so I'm gonna end this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you do for self-care. I may do a part 2 because I didn't get to touch on everything I do. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.